I'd hate to hear the phone over everybody talking.
I know, right?
All right, guys, y'all got to shut up, please. We're getting ready to take this real quick. All right, are we ready, boy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'd hate for my phone to go off over all the talking that's going on.
Yeah, machines running, but it's okay. It'll be off. By the time we're actually live, it'll be off.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not that worried about it.
Well, I kind of like the sound effects so that it shows we're busy. But shows we're busy. But
like Dusty would say when people would walk in backstage when they're doing a promo, he'd be like, "There's a lot of huffling buffaloes going on."
That's a true story, boy. I saw him tell Sapphire one time how to do an interview. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. I remember Sapphire? Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Ready?
There you go.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle. You hear the claps. You hear the students in the ring not being quiet. George, how was your weekend?
Well, my weekend was probably the greatest weekend I think I've had in a long, long time. It was a very busy weekend, of course, and I'm going to kind of cut it kind of short because I want to hear a little bit about your great trip. And I also want to be able to add, before we get off here, I know you would be glad to know as my co-host that while you were over the pond, I was still here ticking people off, Bullet.
Yes,
Just keeping that going and actually not doing nothing but making a lot of people mad. But anyway, boy, I had a great week. Of course, the big news is I was in Clayton, North Carolina again this past Saturday night, fitness center there for Lewis Moore. Had a tremendous, sold that place out again. It's just a good little building there. Mm-hmm. He had over 300 people crammed in that. I loved it because I got to see a lot of my old friends. Of course, I didn't have to pay for them. That always makes it better.
Exactly.
Man, I was so excited to see Just Incredible Bull. I tell you, me and him have known each other since way back, and it was just great to see him, Bull, and we had a lot of laughs. Of course, got a picture made with the second greatest book ever written. Just incredible. Got to see Tatanka, big show, Sonny Ono, even my good friend Jackie.
Randomly Sonny Ono.
I'm telling you. Even
Doesn't he live in Iowa?
He lives in Iowa.
Somebody told me he lives in Iowa, and I think that's the craziest thing ever.
Ain't that something? And what was so cool is me and him were just talking about old times, and he actually told me something here that was kind of cool, but it all made sense. He said that, remember he does the camera thing? He said when he was in WCW that Kodak Film contacted them and was going to give them $100,000 to say that they used the Kodak camera, but WCW told him no. Told Kodak no. Said, no, we use Fujifilm. So they didn't do it. They didn't do it. So I was like, what the heck? What do you mean we use Fujifilm?
Just like Robert saying he doesn't like Harleys.
Exactly right. So anyway, I just thought that was kind of a neat little story that no Kodak film. Oh my gosh.
Sonny Ono's been taking selfies before selfies were cool.
He sure has. So it was great to see him. Of course, Tatanka was there again. Like I said, just a great time with him. My good friend Jackie Crockett of the Crockett family was actually there. Him and Sonny Ono were good friends. So it was a great. It was a family get together.
Sonny Ono is the most random person on the planet. His best friend's Jackie Crockett. He lives in Iowa, and he almost had Kodak.
He almost had Kodak. The whole show was built around Sonny Ono. That's all I'm saying.
And his randomness.
For somebody, and he'll tell you, he had a very short run in WCW, but buddy, did he create a lot of stuff for the short time that he was there.
It's a shame Mike Lee is not wrestling anymore.
No.
I know there's a young Mike Lee that wishes he could come out with Sonny Ono and then take the little
Yes,
picture.
he could, and I guarantee you Mike Lee would have took that. Kodak.
He would come out of retirement.
And I'm gonna
he
tell
would
you,
break the stipulation that he made with me where loser leaves town match.
And he would not have told anybody no if they'd offered him $100,000. He gets that from us, Bullet, as you know. But it was a great weekend. Did real good. The book did real good, Bullet. And I just want to thank everybody for coming out, Bullet. It was a great show. Of course, I left there, and then I had a great weekend, Bullet. All day Sunday, I drove straight all night, didn't even sleep. Had two wonderful churches on Sunday down around Biscoe. I wrestled there many years ago, Biscoe, North Carolina, Bullet, right down below.
I've driven through there a lot. I've always wondered why nobody's ever run it.
Man, the last person, Crockett, ran it years ago. They got a beautiful high school, East Montgomery High School there that was just, it did good way back then. I don't know why nobody's touched that, but spoke at two great schools. And actually, Bullet, it was a neat thing. In between, for about 3 hours, Walmart had invited me, if you can believe it, Bullet, which you never get that anymore with Walmart. They won't let or they'll put you outside. I mean, they even put Santa Claus with the bell outside. But Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle actually got to come inside. The manager there was an unbelievable wrestling fan, Bullet. He had some great stories of him and his grandpa going. And so anyway, I got to sit in there and just meet people all day long. And it was a great time. Sold a few books in there. gave away a lot of pictures. It was just an old-fashioned autograph signing, Bullet. So I want to thank Walmart there in Bisco. Brand new Walmart, beautiful place, had everything. Big as a city there, but for letting me come in. You know, we always say here, Bullet, on the greatest TV show on computer is it's neat when you're invited. Ain't that something? I mean, most places don't want us around.
For somebody who's been getting a lot of no's, maybes, and non-replies to emails, yes, being invited is a very wonderful thing, and it doesn't happen very often.
It changes the landscape when you're invited. But with all that being said about me, got a great week planned this week, Bullet. Got a couple of trip parties. Of course, we want to hear real quick about your great trip. Of course, freight train, once in a lifetime, over the pond. I think it's just one of the greatest stories in the world, Bullet. So, and I know you had a great time.
And I'm deep in the editing process as we speak. As you can see, I've lost all my hair because of it. I mean, hopefully this doesn't drive me as crazy as the Dynamite Kid documentary did. And, you know, that required me to fly over the UK as well. But a lot of good stuff right now. Trying to fill in all the holes right now. I think I've got a lot of good things going on there. Just trying to mix it, put it all together, and just do the whole story justice. And just, you know, I can't say enough about Preston City Wrestling. Stephen Flutter, the promoter. You know, I can't say enough about like just the fans that I met over there. Also, you know, Brian Kendrick, Paul London, what great individuals it was. It was just a pleasure that they were there as well. And to share upon this, of course, Miss Bullet,
yes,
Sojo Bolt,
what a great time.
You know, without her, we wouldn't have made it over there. She found the one United person behind the desk that could help us because we almost didn't get out of Charlotte. So yes, United. I don't really like your customer service over the phone, but I like your customer service in person. So. And US Airways, you're kind of okay with me, but you're kind of dickish.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't appreciate that.
It can go either way.
You know, kind of how I feel about Goldberg. I don't know if I like you or not. So,
you're right. It can go either way.
Yeah, you say things that makes me think that you're not a nice person. But then there's other times you're really cool.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
that's what you are to me.
But one or the other, okay? One or the other.
But United, you're awful on the phone, but you're wonderful in person. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad.
I love that.
But anyways, we got over there. We did it. It was great. I can at least tell you this because I don't know if it'll make the final cut of the documentary. We took freight train to a place called Poundland.
Oh gosh.
Which, as you know, pounds is their equivalent of the dollar.
Right.
So we basically took him to a dollar store
Oh,
in the UK.
oh, I'll mark out for that, Bullet.
It was a good time, and it was pretty interesting to see his reaction to it.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And Bullet, my hat's off to you and Freight Train for just, you know, people think you just got a plane ticket, you went jump on a plane, you went over there. But, you know, 2 weeks ago, as our fans know, that I flew to Michigan. And I know that simple hassle that I had to go through, just me and a little old bag, Bullet, trying to get from here to Michigan. And it is not, it is an unbelievable. So I cannot even imagine the crew that you had with cameras too, to go clear over there that pond and come back.
And then we even had a lot of turbulence in the first flight. So Freight Train's first flight, we went to every terminal in the Charlotte airport, and we experienced turbulence. So Freight Train's under the impression that is how you fly all the time. So if he ever flies again, he'll be pleasantly surprised.
Hot if that plane ain't shaking.
Yeah, he'll be pleasantly surprised to know how smooth it will go.
Well, Bullet, I guess my question some of our fans want to know is, I hope he was comfortable. You know, he's a big man.
You don't realize how big he is until you see him in an airplane seat. No lie.
I don't make fun of that. I cannot even imagine.
I think the one regret that I have about everything, I took hundreds of pictures, hundreds of minutes of footage. The only thing I don't have is a straight-on shot of him in an airplane seat, because no lie, he got sat in the middle all the way over, and he's a big man. So, and those seats are very small. His arm on both sides was in the other guy's lap. Both sides. Well, luckily the stewardess saw this and moved him. But they moved him next to a guy who paid for an aisle seat, and he let that stewardess know that she not put me next to the biggest human being on this flight. He eventually got another seat, so then Freight Train basically had two seats as an armrest on the way over. So.
Well, I know that was such a minor detail, but I hope he was comfortable, because Blackjack Morgan always tells me all the time.
He's easy. He watched RoboCop on the way back over.
I love that. Got to go to the dollar store over there, so Freight Train's real happy. So, well, anyway, but I'm so glad you're back. Glad to have my co-host right here, Bullet. We got a great week planned this week. Of course, Saturday night I'll be in Morganton, North Carolina, at the Big Burke County Fair. They're doing a huge show. Starts at 5 o'clock. They're doing a huge show for breast cancer and cancer awareness. So we're going to be right there for that. With all that being said, Bullet, do I have my very special moment right now?
Yeah,
Bullet.
well, I wait
oh
for this.
My gosh, Bullet.
Anybody of you who are following George South on
oh
Facebook,
my gosh, Bullet.
I think we've been anticipating this all day.
Oh my gosh, Bullet. And I know people, buckle yourself in this seatbelt. I know people, for somebody like me that don't, I have a flip phone, Bullet. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on Dadburn Smoke Signal. I'm not on any of that stuff.
Or Elu.
I'm not Elu. I'm not on any of that. Skype, TV. I'm not on, I don't even have cable.
I'm surprised you know what Skype is.
But that's only because we did an interview here with Bill Acker.
Okay.
And you smartened me up to it. Yeah. But I'm not, I don't even have it. I don't even have cable. Is what I'm talking about. Well, I don't even have cable at the Headlock Ranch. But anyway, boy.
This man goes to the library for his internet.
Yes, high five, Dad. And that's to that old lady that tried to get me off the computer today, but I wouldn't let her. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing, Bullet. Bullet, listen, Facebook, we all know it. We use it to promote. And I say my Facebook, and I want to stress my, just like it's my Facebook, your Facebook, whatever. And it's up to you to do whatever. Well, anyway, this gentleman, I don't even call him a gentleman, this idiot sent me a friend request, okay? So I deleted it. I delete everybody. Bullet, really. I delete everybody. That's my prerogative. That's the one right that the people won't take from me, Bullet. Okay.
You may consider it if they look like Stan Lane.
That's exactly right. If they look like Stan Lane, I may consider it. But listen to me. If you're ugly and you send me a forget it. I won't even look at you. But anyway.
Not to be superficial.
So, not to be superficial. Nothing like that. But this guy was ugly. But anyway, he sent me a friend request. I just deleted it. No big deal, Bullet, okay? Your world don't stop just because little old George South redneck from Charlotte don't accept you. But anyway, I deleted him. Okay, boom, Bullet, it's over. 7 a.m. this morning, I'm not exaggerating, I get a message. Bullet, I get a message from this gentleman, okay, this idiot. And he's cussing me. He's calling me names, Bullet, that I ain't never even heard before. I had to go look them up and make sure they were cuss words. I thought he was putting me over. But anyway, Bullet, he cussed me. He cussed the dog that I didn't have. He cussed everything. Called me a jerk. Said he told his kids that I was a jerk. Again, all because I didn't accept his Facebook. So, me being very sarcastic, I did write him back and say, well, if your profile pic was prettier, maybe I would have accepted you. So,
if you look like Caleb Conley,
exactly.
I would have done it.
And I didn't want to embarrass Caleb Conley, so I went and put back on there.
But no, it's okay. It's public forum. We can do that.
Exactly. If you look like Caleb Conley, I'd accepted you. I'd asked you out on a date. But that's a whole nother story. So, well, I blocked the guy completely. He cussed me. He all this kind of crap. So then, Bullet, and this is why this idiot will go into this idiot bag.
The American Air idiot bag.
The American Air, but we're going to change the name, Bullet. This week, and maybe from then on, it is going to be known as the Jeff Smith idiot bag. Okay?
Here we go.
I'll
turn it around.
I love that. I love that. Jeff Smith idiot bag. He's this idiot, Bullet. I'm going to tell you what he did. My son's at work. He's got a great job. They don't want him on the phone, nothing like that. This Jeff Smith bypasses me because I just blocked the idiot. He writes my son this big, ugly, long letter. He even asked my son, can you tell your dad that he sucks? He wanted my son. And of course, little George said, I've tried that. That don't work too good.
I've already said that to him.
Yeah, that don't work too good. So.
I paid Road Dogg one time to say that to him.
So, and then Jeff Smith gets on this kick about he tells my son this. I'm a World War II veteran. Your dad disrespected me. I can't believe it, boy. Believe it. This guy
World War II veteran.
He's a World War II veteran.
How old is he?
I know. How old is his kids? Boy, that's all I'm saying. So, long story short, what this idiot don't understand. Here's the thing. Then I start getting all these messages from people that mean well.
Are there still World War II veterans alive?
None, Bullet, none. So I actually start getting messages from my friends who mean well, asking me, "What have you done now? What have I done?" Bullet, I do a lot of stuff. I didn't do nothing this time. This guy, Jeff Smith, the biggest idiot in the history of the idiot bag. We have named the idiot bag the Jeff Smith idiot bag. What he don't understand.
No, we can take out the idiot. It's a Jeff Smith bag because he's the definition of an idiot.
Oh, that's exactly right. So you look in the dictionary from now on, you look up idiot, and it's going to say Jeff Smith. But what this Jeff Smith goof don't understand, Bullet, here's the thing that upsets me. Everybody knows where I am. Everybody does. I try to... Here's the thing I don't understand. I promote a show, nobody comments. Okay, Bullet? I delete a guy and it shuts the country down. So, here's my point, Bullet. I am everywhere. Everybody knows where I'm at. I'm here every Tuesday for the last 20 years, Bullet. If someone that nobody comes. Well, what they don't understand is, buddy, and I can't control this, man. This Jeff Smith has already got the Dawson boys, already got my son who's a psychopath, already got Rick Link, man-eating beast, who just eats people for a living ticked off. And this Jeff Smith don't understand. Somebody's going to come and turn his house over. Bullet. All because, as I calm down and we got to end this show, all because I did not accept his friend request. Personally, Bullet, I got to throw this out there. Maybe he's gay. I'm nothing wrong with that. Listen to me, Bullet. I got a lot of.
I don't know where you're going with
but
this.
Listen, let me. I'm gonna tie it all in here.
Okay,
But listen,
please do.
I got a lot of gay friends. So listen,
Okay.
Jeff Smith. Listen to me. But that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Why else could I make somebody that mad? I know I'm attractive and all this, but Jeff Smith, listen. You're so ugly. You're not my type. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So why else? People, our viewers, our great viewers that have always been there with me. Okay,
I lost a couple on there. I don't know. I don't know. We might.
Why would you get that upset over that? I'm just throwing it all out there, Bullet, because it don't make no sense to me. I mean, really, because I could care less. You can't hurt my feelings because I don't have any. But when you direct it towards my son, and here's the thing about it. Here's how stupid this guy is, and I'm gonna shut up, Bullet. Listen to it. He blasted my son, cussed me, and then after all that, he sent my son a friend request. After all of that. And guess what my son did? Deleted him. So anyway, with all that being said, Bullet, Jeff Smith, the biggest idiot in the history of idiots. Now Webster's Dictionary describes an idiot as Jeff Smith is in our idiot
Is in our Jeff Smith bag. Which
Jeff
Jeff Smith,
Smith.
I'm going to put you in there. This is from me. You talked to everybody else about getting George South to be your friends, but you forgot about the greatest co-host of all time. If anybody can pull some strings, it's me, Jeff. So, Jeff, you're going to the Jeff Smith bag for not coming to the proper channels.
I swear, Bullet, if I had, and I always say this, buddy, if I had this much heat working for Crockett, I wouldn't have been a gladiator. I'd have been fighting Dusty at War Games. That's all I'm saying, Bullet. So, dad burn it, Jeff Smith. Where was you at to yell at me in 1980?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. He was fighting World War II. That's what he was doing, Bullet. So anyway, I didn't make any of this up. People listen to me. I'm the peacefulest, really. I love everybody, Bullet. I swear. But I even had one fan comment and say, George, why did you even bother with commenting back? Because I ain't letting nobody get the last word, Bullet. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Peace. Anyway, remember, and I end it with this, Bullet. All Rambo wanted was something to eat. Ain't that right, Bullet?
That's
you
right.
go back and watch First Blood. He just went into that town. All he wanted was a bowl of oatmeal. And they wouldn't leave him alone. He shut down the whole city. He killed so many people in that movie they had to make Rambo. They had to make First Blood 2.
Yeah.
That's how bad. He couldn't kill them all in the first 2 hours. They had to make another movie. So anyway, Bullet, just a lot of idiots running wild, but we're strong, Bullet. Soon to be capturing. Well, are we in the 90s yet? Oh, I don't think. Close.
Oh, I think this is 90
Oh my
right here.
gosh. Oh, I love that, Bullet.
this is
Okay,
right
thank
here.
you. I'm glad to have you back, Bullet. Didn't mean to get a little old blood pressure rising, vein poking mouth. Very Ric Flairish interview here on Techwood Drive, but still, anyway.
Well, when you have all this heat,
Dang.
like you wish you had in the Crockett era. Now, if you were in there fighting Dusty, I'd be the guy throwing in the shoe. But since I don't have
I
a
love
shoe, I have the second greatest book of all time,
That's a good
which
book.
is available at highspots.com.
Except Jeff Smith. He can't have one. Okay. Thank you, Bullet. Thank you, Bullet. Please let me make everybody mad, Bullet, okay? I'm trying. Dang. No, when I try to get heat, they laugh at me. You hear me, Bullet?
I know.
When I try to get heat and be a bad guy, they laugh at
We
me.
act like human beings.
Yeah. Yeah, when I just mind my own business, what the heck?